congratulations on your return. What was it like for you out there?
It was just nice to be back out there. You know, that's really the main takeaway. I had a blast being out there. Rhythm was pretty bad. My conditioning was a little bit better than I thought it was going to be, but not great by any means. But like I said, I'm just happy to be back out on the court with my guys.
Like, what were the moments where you felt, I guess, like most like yourself? Were there times tonight that
Really? No, I think just, you know, when our offense is flowing, you know, and you're just a part of a fluid offense, and you don't. I think that the time you feel like you're back out there is the time that you don't even feel like you're out there doing something on your own. You're just a part of that offense, and it's just flowing, and you're not having to think too much. So I think that was probably the best part when our offense and defense were flowing. We had stretches there that was good, and we also had some bad stretches. But
yesterday you said that you're going to have to be patient with yourself through this process. How much?
yeah,
Is that easier said than done? I mean, like, there looked like there were a couple times today in the game where you were kind of frustrated with yourself, whether it was like, you know, the floor when the jumper was off or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be time. I mean, there's that. I get frustrated with myself if I'm 100% or not. So, or if I'm, you know, played 30 games in a row or not and have that rhythm. So it's going to be a process. I mean, it is going to be trying, and there's going to be times where it's frustrating, but I'm kind of used to that.
Was that lob from Chris kind of like a feel good, a little bit back to normal type stuff?
I just remember it was the first time ever thinking like please don't throw it too high. Like, you know, normally I'm ready to go for those, but sprinting like full court and then, you know, going up, I was a little worried, but felt good to get that in transition. You know, get a play on both ends.
Like, I realize it may be tomorrow before you know exactly how you feel from playing, but how do you feel right now as far as the court?
Feel good right now, but that's like you said. I mean, the key is tomorrow. Key is the next few days. So that's my biggest concern. We'll do everything we can in the meantime.
Blake, can you talk about as far as guarding your quad? You took a fall in the third. Was there anything that you were concerned about? How you're playing and how you're protecting yourself?
No, just play without thinking about it. Just play. You know, anytime you come back from an injury or you're you know, the biggest thing I don't want to do is like overcompensate. I think, but I just have to play. I can't consciously think about that, or I won't be able to do what I want to do.
Right. And it's obviously tough to come back after 45 games, getting the rhythm and all that. But at least, I mean, you know most of the starters. I'm sure that helps you. And you're going in there with guys like Jeff who weren't even here before you came out. How much more difficult is that after kind of getting back into a rhythm?
It makes it more difficult, but you know, Jeff knows the system, and Jeff's he's been great, and I have a good relationship with Jeff. So that type of stuff is easy. It's just about personally getting back in that rhythm, and you know, a little bit understanding his tendencies. But you know, it was just like riding a bike, except for it was a little rusty.
Like, you're trying to get your condition up. How do you simulate game action if you obviously can't play in games? How do you actually simulate that in practice, or maybe not in practice? How did you do that?
I do a lot of stuff, like a lot of heart rate training with my trainer. So a lot of like wearing a heart rate monitor or whatever, and like simulating a game, right? Like, so being out there for like 2-minute stretches and then trying to get down in under like a minute or under 30 seconds, whatever the timeouts are. So we do it. I mean, he does a really good job of kind of keying that in to where it does feel like a real game, but nothing compares to that live action. So, like I said, I thought my win was better than I thought it was going to be. And I think that's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Like, when a lot of the guys have found a nice rhythm while you're gone, how conscious are you of not, you know, getting in the way of that or stepping on that at all when you come back?
It's just about, you know, playing within the offense. If the guys find that rhythm because we play within the offense. So if I come back and play within the offense, you know, it's not something I hopefully have to worry about. You know, these guys are great basketball players, so hopefully, you know, I think I'd have to do a lot to really mess up that rhythm.